You know what God put you here to do. You know a lot of the talents and the gifts and the desires that God put in your heart. If you have certain things that you are extremely passionate about, things that you've been developing and working on for years and years and years and years and years, but you never really had anybody supporting you on that. You never really even had people encouraging you on that. And at a certain time, you may not have even been trying to use it to glorify God. It was all selfish gain. But God was allowing you to build up that skill and that desire over time. Eventually, so that when you turn around and you started to submit yourself to him, it will be used to glorify him. From my own experience, I'm letting you know that you're going to enter a certain season where all the passion and all the momentum that you've had over years, all the growth, it's eventually just going to feel like you hit a wall. And when you hit that wall, you might suddenly feel depressed. You might suddenly feel like, why am I even doing this? Have I been wasting my time? At that exact moment, that's when the enemy is going to see a window of opportunity, and he's going to come in and strike, and he's going to use people that are really close to you. It could be your closest family members. It could be your closest friends. It could be your coworkers. He could even use people outside of you to attack that, to try to destroy it. Every attack is not going to be direct. Some of it will be things that just offset, say, your finances or offset your relationships, to psychologically imbalance you so that you can't even focus on the thing that you were normally passionate about, because there's these other problem areas in your life that need to be taken care of, and you can't even relax and do the thing that you've been passionate about because you got to go take care of this. But the enemy is trying to strategically attack you in these ways, and some of the attacks will be direct. People will speak into your purpose and speak into the things that you're passionate about in a very negative way, in a very dismissive way. I've had people flat out tell me that things I know God put in my heart, things that I know I've been developing over the years, they tried to tell me, oh, well, maybe that's the devil just deceiving you. I had people tell me, oh, I never thought you were talented. And then some people just downright dismissing what I say. Oh, you should just go back to school because the thing that you've been working on, like, I don't even see the value in that. Now, they may not directly say that, but they'll imply it by constantly trying to steer you in directions that God didn't put in your heart to steer you into. Just because if they don't see the vision that God gave you for your life so that you could go on and do his will and bless millions of people. I'm telling you from experience that if you ever hear people say that you need to keep your desires and the things you're passionate about a secret, it's true. If I could go back, I would never, there's so many things I would never reveal to people. My life will be so much more secretive. And unless I've tested you and prayed about letting you into that part of my life to see if you are there to actually help guide me and be a part of that mission with me, and you contribute to it, not necessarily financially, but it could even be like just through motivation and just praying with a brother. You know what I mean? If I don't see that you're passing those tests, you don't even need to know what I'm up to. See what I'm saying? And I'm only sharing this because this is something that I am dealing with, something that I am currently overcoming. And it's not easy. Like it's when you've been doing something for so long and you haven't necessarily been allowing people into it, but you've kind of showed them that this is what you're passionate about. And so they don't know the full background of it. And then they're being used by the enemy to attack it, which is then giving you like this spirit of heaviness, which is making it harder for you to carry the cross that you bear, throwing stones at you as you're carrying the cross up to the mountaintop to do that which God put you on the earth to do. You see what I'm saying? And this is how it works. I've been through it. I'm coming out the tail end of it right now. And so, you know what I'm saying? If I can go back and tell my younger self to, be quiet, continue to nurture your thing. And if you've already seen that people aren't invested in it on that level, leave them alone. Leave them alone, because all they're going to do is slow you down and to try to hinder your destiny. And the worst part is a lot of them don't even realize what, some of them are perfectly aware of what they're trying to do, but some of them don't even realize what they're being used by the enemy. And that's when it's even more dangerous. And then every time you talk to them, they trying to steer you in a different direction. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. And I'm only sharing it because I like to see people win. Like, I wouldn't want anyone to go through the things that I've been through if they didn't have to go through it. So hopefully this is a blessing to somebody. In Jesus' name, be blessed.